Alright, okay, artar 2241. Maybe French defense. Knight F6. Familiar patterns. I can feel them. The diagonal, the G file, familiar patterns. I don't know what you guys think overall about this system, if it's good for Blitz or good for long games. I want to beat an FM in it, Dave Ledger. Well, I think a couple of times in this variation, so it really has become a sort of pet favourite. Alright, so I'll try and weaken that G file. Served me okay in the final in the Hearts League as well. Nice win at the end of the Hearts League season. Right. Does it matter about losing the pawn? I don't think so. The queen's very decentralised. This is the thing about attacks. You know, sometimes maybe just let them happen if it decentralises the opponents. I'm hoping now for like C4, B5, knight B6 to D5. B4 taking, playing bishop A3 check eventually. So it starts with the knight coming to D5 as a major trump card. Then like A5, B4 taking on C3. The attack should play itself, I hope. But this is a strong opponent, not to be underestimated. Do I want to take? Oh no, knight A6. I don't want to take. I might want to take bishop C5 though, to keep that bishop. But then knight D4. Alright, tricky. I can win a pawn though. Hang on, just winning a pawn. Maybe it's worth it then. Alright, so B4, as previously mentioned. Try and use this knight to sort of undermine this pawn chain. If I can take, and then queen A3. So he's got back to the centre though. He grabbed material and back to the centre. That's good instincts. But can I use the B file as well? So it's not only this knight D5 trump card, it's the use of the B file as well as undermining the pawn chain. If we look at CB out of interest, queen B4, there's no knight C6s or anything. But how would I proceed after that? Maybe there's C3. C3 looks dangerous, simple and strong. Or do I want to waste time with king A8 to play rook B8? The rook might be good on D file against D4 here though. It's like C3. You can imagine a variation with pressure on D4. Okay, so C3 is still on the cards. I'll play it now. I don't suppose B4 is going to be played, is it? Right, so if I just take on B4, there'll be big threats, but are they enough? Sort of difficult to calculate. I wonder if there'll be like bishop E4, for example, rook D1 and bishop E4. If there's no bishop E4, then check bishop D5, king A8. I'm going to have to take, because I think it's just too solid otherwise. This, I hope it doesn't backfire. It's down to a minute anyway. But I think bishop E4 doesn't work because of rook D1 and bishop E4. If that doesn't work, I've got big threats like queen B2, queen A3. Is there anything other? Any clever resources here after takes? Bishop moves, queen A3. I have to work it out in the position, I think. There's bishop E4. Alright, so queen. There isn't rook D2, knight D2, queen B2. Or just bishop F3 and then rook D2. Bishop F3 and then queen B2. Bishop F3. Queen B2. Decoy. Got the piece back. That's good news. Nothing clever. Basic decoy. Now C2. Bishop C2. C2 looks good. Just attacking the rook, attacking B1. Oh, crush. Okay. So I can play rook d1 here now. No, I don't need to do that. What do I need to do? Rook d1, king takes. I could do that. And then queen takes, and then rook e1. Just winning an entire rook. Good. Yeah, so basically encouraging decentralization. If white wants to win h7, it's at a big cost. It's not as easy to smash this system as it first seems, because I'm getting this nice knight to d5. I'm getting my c3 in. I've got my pawn back here, and it looks pretty crushing, the knight sack, and it's good to have bishop f3 here, clear cut. In fact, it's even easier, isn't it? Just queen a3 check here. It's not even needed. King c2, queen b2 mate. Oh dear, I made a meal out of that. Queen a3, king c2, queen b2 mate. This bishop b1 wasn't the best. I don't know if there's any defense here. What about just, I don't know, bishop e4, maybe I just take, and again queen e4, queen b2. It looks as though it's very unpleasant with the pawn here. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks so much.